it's time to bring our centaur of attention to Sagittarians again. And as we roll through this, let's go through some health considerations regarding this Spitfire fire sign. As we mentioned in the previous video, Sagittarius rules the muscles of the hips, thighs, and the glutes. This also includes the bones of those areas, which include the femur bone, the sacrum, the coccyx, as well as the pelvis. They also rule the liver, as mentioned previously. Regarding the nutrition of a Sagittarius, they should have a fusion of cultures and flavors and that can get messy and have like this haphazard kind of touch to it. It's also beneficial for them to eat outside because they have that good connection with nature. The three main goals nutritionally for a Sagittarius should be nerve building, brain clearing, and inflammation modulating because they're prone to mental as well as physical burnout because of like their natural lifestyle and vitality. Out of all the fire signs, which also include Aries as well as Leo, Sagittarians actually require the most energetically heavy diet for themselves because they have to keep up with so much. Higher amounts of denser forms of protein and fats such as eggs, organ meats, and well-sourced dairy are actually really good for them to obtain because they really need the fat-soluble vitamins, which are vitamins A, D, E, and K, as well as vitamin B6 for nervous system support. The main thing for Sagittarians is that they have this locomotion that they need to continuously have. So because they are such a freedom-seeking, exploratory nature sign, they can actually jump from thing to thing, so they need a variable routine in their movement patterns. So think like destination event for them, so this can actually like kind of kill two birds with one stone for their exploratory nature as well as their fitness. They tend to run in a sagittal plane. Sagittal, Sagittarius. So in that case, they actually do need to train frontal as well as transverse aspects more just to have that proper balance and alignment for themselves. Therefore, they need a very well-rounded program that focuses on lower body strength, especially with posture, mobility, and care with that. And with that being said, for a strength and conditioning program for Sagittarians, going squat heavy would actually be really beneficial for them because a lot of Sagittarians, because they rule the hips and the thighs, they're more quadricep dominant, and this can contribute to weak glutes as well as hamstrings, and this can leave the lower back very vulnerable to injury. So something like a glute activation circuit before they actually get into a squat routine would be really helpful for them. So this can include things like rotating squats, lunges, traveling kettlebell swings, lateral lunges, and anything like lateral step-ups can also be really beneficial for helping build transverse as well as frontal stability within their motion. And since these fire signs tend to get bored really easily, going on a run with a good view where they can actually explore new parks and trails will actually be really beneficial for them in regards to just mixing up the routine. In regards to yoga for a Sagittarian, crossover between functional as well as spiritual will actually make it a much better focus for them because they want to have that lower body focus but also feeling connected to something else. So they have a proper sacral alignment as well as leg strength within that program. In terms of sports and classes, things like cycling or spinning are really beneficial. Of course, them being the archery, horseback riding, no surprise there, soccer, or football if you're not from America, and believe it or not, freestyle dance. From a clinician's point of view, the main things I've seen with my Sagittarian patients is more than anything is just burnout. They're very healthy when they do take care of themselves and are very mindful of their nutrition, their sleep, their exercise. However, they're the sign that thinks they can do everything, and as a result, they just turn off. So this can lead to things like mental illness. This can lead to things of pelvis structural foundation aspects going out and then having lower back pain as a result of that. In addition to that, they can have blood pressure issues that could be contributing to things like insomnia because, again, if their mind is always running, they're always going to be there in just that kind of state of being. However, as I said, they are a very healthy sign, so as long as they put a good focus into their lower body strengthening and keeping up with their fat-soluble vitamins for that good nerve control, that'll really help them. So I hope this has helped you, especially if you are a Sagittarius.